Hello everyone and welcome to Crypto Ripto. I'm Christian and today I've got another great altcoin battle for you, number 5. Now this is not two shy or meme tokens, this is two heavyweights going head to head in the most trended tokens on market cap in the last 24 hours. Now we're going to look at their price percentage, their website, their socials and that all important price chart action. So if you want to find out who's triumphant in today's altcoin battle number 5, stay tuned and let's get crypto. Welcome everyone. Before we get into today's altcoin battle, I have to say that anything you see in today's battle is not financial advice. No, this bad boy is here for your entertainment purposes only, and everything you see is just purely for your entertainment. It's not financial advice. But before I bring up the battle ball board and I show you which two tokens are battling out head to head today, make sure you smack that like button, smash that subscribe bar and tickle that bell notification, and that helps the channel and brings this great content fresh to you and notifies you as and when this hits the town. So let's jump straight into that battle board and find out which two tokens are going head to head. Boom! So here is altcoin battle ball, and he's going to show us today which two tokens are going head to head. So token number 1 is Cartesi. Now Cartesi has been around a little in 2018. Cartesi is a token aiming to solve the urgent problem on the blockchain of high fees and scalability. So let's have a look at who's taking on Cartesi head to head in altcoin battle number 5. And competitor number 2 is Mina. Now Mina is a blockchain that aims to run e-apps more efficiently and more compatible. So there you go, it. The two main competitors going head to head in today's altcoin battle. So let's jump straight over to competitors number 1, Cartesi, and have a look at the price percentage, the website, the socials, and that all important price chart action. So let's get boom. So here we go. Here's Cartesi price percentage on coin market cap. As you can see, it's up 53.3%, which is astronomical, gaining that much in the last 24 hours. You can see in the last 24 hours, it's had over 986 million pumped into it, which is 1,492%. So as you can see, Cartesi is absolutely flying in the price percentage chart. And this will be a tough target to beat for Mina. But let's dive over there and see what Mina has compared to Cartesi. So as you can see, Mina is trading higher at just under $3. But the price percentage is only 23.4% in the last 24 hours. With an overall 24 hours percentage of 744%. With 212 million being injected. So for me, that is quite a bit shy of Cartesi. So just going on the price percentage, increase over the last 24 hours and volume over the last 24 hours, we have to give round 1 to Cartesi. So triumphant in round 1 goes to Cartesi. But with Cartesi taking round 1 in the price percentage, we're going to jump in now to the website and see who takes in round 2 and is triumphant. So let's jump straight over to round. Boom! So here's Cartesi's website. Now we want to have a look at what the website says about the token, whether we can see transparency on there. We know that these two tokens have got sort of tokenomics and fundamentals, but where do we get to see the team? We want to know a bit more about the token and the ecosystem and what it is saying, information for investing on the website. So let's start off with the team. Now this is good to see that they do have the team on there, and it's a vast team. As you can see, the list just is endless and endless. So there we go. They've got advisors, because it's like an eco kind of system stuff. They've got advisors, they've got a full team of developers and software engineers on there, and a lot going for it. Now, if you have a look at quickly the ecosystem, this will tell you how to directly buy with fiat currency, how to store it, how to track it. It gives you a list of exchanges like Binance, Coin1, Crypto. It's on a lot of the major exchanges. So this is easy to buy, and it is covered in a hell of a lot of wallets. So you should have no problem finding this token and being able to store it on your wallet. So a lot of transparency is there. It also has a blog. It has multiple languages for the website, obviously good for investors. And it does tell you a little bit about obviously the stake, the products, the lab, the ecosystem, blog, and about. So let's quickly scroll to the bottom and have a look at that all-important roadmap. So here is their 2021 roadmap. And you can see here that they've got their Q1 objectives, Q2. Obviously, this was way back when they first obviously commissioned this token back in 2020. And then this is the all-important one. 2021 is where they see obviously Cartesi rolling up on testnet. Now, that's a token we have covered and is doing extremely well at the moment. And obviously roll up aggregated service and stuff like that. It's just looking like they're wanting to do a lot. And they're so transparent in what it is they're looking to achieve. And it even tells you who this was written by and the founder. So they are absolutely putting their name to everything, which is great to see. So the important question is, what is Mina's website going to be like compared to Cartesi? Well, let's jump straight over to Mina and have a look. Boom, Mina. So let's go straight into the about and see what Mina is about. To create the vibrant, decentralized network and open programming currency so that we can all participate, build, exchange, and thrive. And it goes into a little bit about what it does. There's a few gadgets on there, but here we go to the team. Now, I just want to point out quickly that this is the team at the top. It's nowhere near as big as Cartesi, but it does have a lot of contributors, which are vast array of people from all around the world. And as you can see here, there's absolute loads of them. Phenomenal. And then you've got the Genius members, the node operators, developers, and community builders that are making Mina happen. And it's got a few people down here, or dogs, or whatever you want to be, that are showing you about that. So it has got the team, it has got a lot of the fundamentals. And let's have a look at the get started. So it's got the overview, it's got the node operator, testnet, and grants. So this is just telling you how to use Mina, what it's about, and how it goes in there. But I don't feel it's got as much to the website as Cartesi has at the moment. But you may disagree. Leave a comment below to say who you think has the better website. But for me, it's got the technical white paper, which is really good. But we don't see a clear roadmap. So let's have a look and see what Q1 Lab says. Now, this is all about the Mina project and stuff like this. And it says we're hiring in the vast array of people that it's already got. But it's the website to me is just a little bit confusing. It's not as transparent as Cartesi. So for me, just after brief swiping through it, looking at a few things, we didn't go into the white papers because, as you can imagine, on two tech tokens like this, they're going to be astronomical. So for me, looking at this website, looking at Cartesi, I have to give round two to Cartesi. Now, drop a comment below to see if you agree with me or why you think Mina should have won the website thing. But for me, Cartesi takes round two as well. So we're halfway through the altcoin battle now, and Cartesi has smashed through 2 rounds, taking victory in both. So this altcoin battle now can either end in a draw or end in a loss. Now, this is a sticky situation, but Mina's got some ground to cover up. So let's look into the socials and that all-important price chart action to see if Mina can come out fighting and gather some ground and take this to another level in the battle of alt. Boom. So here you can see Cartesi's Twitter account. Now, on the socials, we only do the Twitter because the Telegram tends to get a bit messy. So we'll have a look at their Twitter because that's the most important for crypto, in my opinion, than Instagram or TikTok. Now, we can see that they've got 49.3 thousand followers. So they've got a lot of followers, they've got a lot of momentum, and they're only following 155 people. Now, as you can see, the engagement is okay. It's relatively low for the amount, considering they've got nearly 50,000 followers. You'd expect at least like 1,000 to be commenting out of a whole 50. But we don't know how genuine their numbers are because we cannot prove or confirm that. But to me, you can look at the engagement and have an idea. So they're doing some retweets of who and they're looking at like stuff that's going through. So a lot of it's a retweet at the moment. They've put some stuff on there about the 50x Linux altcoin gem video that someone's put up on YouTube, and they've obviously linked that in there at BitBoy Crypto. Now, BitBoy Crypto is known for shilling tokens. So for me, Cartesi's probably paid this guy to do this. If not, he must be heavily invested in it, because this guy shills tokens in his Dodge on the way to church. So would I take that for anything? Not really. With BitBoy's following, Cartesi's 50,000, it only got 238 likes. To me, that was a non-runner, a non-starter. But they are active on there. You can see in the last 22 hours, 5 hours, they are actually posting a lot of content. So this is not a bad Twitter account, but the engagement's a little bit flaky for the nearly 50,000 followers that we've got. So now let's jump into Mina's Twitter and see how they compare to this. So as you can see, Mina nearly, well, over double the amount of followers, which is 1,418. So their engagement should be absolutely through the roof, because if you think that Cartesi was getting around about 300 to 500 engagement on each thing, this should be well over 1,000. So let's go straight down to a retweet. And as you can see, yes, 1.7. Then obviously we start falling back. As a retweet here of 170, we've only got 600 here, and 500 here is getting a bit lower, and 200 and 600. Now, if you think the vast amount of followers, if you've got over 140 some thousand, I think it was, yeah, sorry, 114,000 followers, you'd be expecting a little bit more than 200 and 500 in the engagement. So again, we can't confirm or see how well them figures are, but for me, they do have a lot more engagement. They have a lot more followers. They're posting just as regular and with a lot of announcements. So just looking at the socials, and the reason it's followed by a lot of Altcoin Daily, Polygon, and a few others. But the reason the socials are important, because if you're investing in this token, you want to make sure that there's a good following behind it, because obviously the token needs to be shouted out there in order for people to pump money in for investments going up. And Mina's not doing that bad of a job at it. Could be greater for the 114,000, but for me, Mina's socials Twitter is better than Cartesi's. So for round 3 in the Twitter media social round goes to Mina. So that's a comeback for Mina. So round 1 to Cartesi, round 2 to Cartesi, and round 3 to Mina. Which means going into the price chart action final round, Mina needs to win this in order to draw, or Cartesi could come away triumphant and victory and take today's trophy in the altcoin battle. So let's jump straight over to the price chart. Boom. So here we go, straight into Cartesi's price chart action. Now I've put 3 lines on there, and I'll just explain quickly what these lines are about. So this is Cartesi's like kind of bottom, which was the all-time low way back, obviously after the crash, before it started getting momentum. Now this 31 cents line is the bottom of this kind of area here, before it had this nice little pump up to where it found its resistance. So we'll add this as the support line. So we've got resistance, support, and bottom. And I'm going to do this also on Mina. So the price has actually had nothing going on with it for ages, and then today, some out of nowhere, some massive ultra volumes come up and pump Cartesi all the way up to $1.2. Now it dropped back down quickly, and the people that probably brought in down here are selling off and having a bit of excitement. So you can see it's on a bit of a downtrend all the way back down to 80 cents. So if we can get this price action out of here from, and we'll just go from where their bottom was, line here before the pump, and we'll just go up to the, we'll go up to there what it did have, what pump you could have probably got out on, and it's got 188%. Now that is quite massive. So if you brought in down here today, I'm sorry, on the 8th, and you was able to cash out and seen it up here, you would be in massive 188% profit. which to me is quite a lot. So Mina's got a lot of ground to catch up on if it's going to be able to compete with 188% profit. This kind of spike, to me, looks like just an input of a pump, and now it's dropped back down. But also we need to see what it fell by. So it did have a 188% pump, but it also fell by, to the price it is at now, by 36%. So 188 pump, 36% dump is what Cartesi's putting in for round 4. So let's jump now into Mina and see what price chart Mina's putting in. Well, as you can see, Mina's price chart has been a bit more active. And let's jump over to Mina now and see what price chart action Mina's putting in. Boom. So here you have Mina. Now, Mina's low was all the way down here at 90 cents. And it shot up to a high of $2.10, which prices a lot more than Cartesi. But it found its kind of support there. Resistance got shot through pretty quickly. And it shot all the way up to $3.18 and now trading at $2.90. So it's had quite a bit of an increase. So let's bang that into percentage terms. So remember, it was 188 for Cartesi. So what has Mina put in from the high of the peak? Now, Mina's come in quite shy at 61.2%. Now, that is a mile off 188% what Cartesi had. But what percentage did it have of a dump from where it is now? Well, it's only had a 15% dump, whereas the other one had, I believe, was about a 36.2. So it's less than half. So this is going to be a tough one to call. Now, we don't really want to talk about tracebacks. We want to talk about, obviously, what we could have made the most profit. Now, obviously, we could have taken it from the same time period. So if this is a bit close to call, so I'm just going to jump back into Cartesi a second and see what kind of date that price pump was taken from, and that would have been the 9th. So let's have a look at Mina on the 9th. So we have actually done it right from the 9th, which was the bottom of this. So looking at both the past 24 hours price pump, we have to say round 4 and the final most important round of price chart action has to go to Cartesi, just for the pure fact that it had a 188% gain. Yes, it did have a 36% drop, and Mina only had a 15% drop, but compared to the 60% gain that Mina had, Cartesi well outshone that. So there we have it. We have a unanimous winner. There we go. So today's winner is Cartesi by taking 3 rounds to 1. And what a battle that was today. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe and tickle that bell notification. But also leave a comment if you agree with today's winner and what your thoughts were. But until the next altcoin battle, as always here on Crypto Ripto, trade smart, trade safe, and don't get wrecked.